Yeah, go ahead.
Um, this is an excerpt from a book that I wrote that hasn't been published yet. Dennis was sitting on an examination table. The urologist walked in and said, "Hi." Dennis said, "Hi." The urologist said, "So I'm going to assume you read through all the informational packets. Yes? Let's get started. You can go ahead and take off your bottoms and lie down, and we'll get to work." Dennis took off his bottoms. He lay down. The urologist put on latex gloves. The urologist looked at Dennis's dick and balls. The urologist said, "So, okay, I may need to do a little preparation before we start. I think it'd be best if I shave the area a bit, if that's all right." Dennis said, sure, yeah, okay. The urologist said, "Do the informational packets say anything about shaving during preparation for the procedure?" Dennis said, "No." The urologist said, "I thought they did. They should." Dennis said, "No, I have. These are the materials I have." He leaned over the side of the examination table, his dick and balls pressed against the side of the examination table. He picked up a packet of paper. He handed the packet of paper to the urologist. The urologist skimmed the packet of paper while Dennis lay flat on the examination table with his dick and balls hanging out. The urologist said, "So, this should say something about shaving. Is this the only packet we gave you?" Dennis said, "Yeah, it doesn't say anything about shaving. Should I have shaved?" The urologist said, "Well, not everyone has to, but sometimes, yeah, it can help. Like with you, it would help. It's not that common, but it can help. The packet should cover this, but I'm not seeing it." Dennis said, "Yeah, I didn't see anything about shaving." The urologist said, "Okay, maybe we need to update our informational packets. It's definitely helpful to do prior to the procedure for some people. So we should just say it for all people, but that's okay. I'll just, here." The urologist picked up a dry safety razor. The urologist pulled and stretched Dennis's flaccid penis vertically into the air. The urologist shaved Dennis's dick and balls with a dry safety razor while humming "Mary Had a Little Lamb" for 5 minutes. The urologist said, "Okay, sorry about that. Now we can start." Dennis said, "Cool. Thank you." The urologist performed surgery on Dennis's dick and balls while intermittently humming "Mary Had a Little Lamb" for 95 minutes. The urologist put down his tools and said, "So, whew, we're all set. Okay, okay, all set. Whew." Now, there was some oozing, a lot of oozing, actually, which is why it took so long. I've never, it was a lot of oozing, but you're okay. You should be okay. So, whenever you feel ready, you can sit up and get dressed." Dennis said, "Everything's okay?" The urologist said, "Yeah, yeah, no, it's just the oozing sort of complicated things. I mean, there were no actual complications. It just required some extra care, but you should be fine. It was just a lot of oozing in and around. Anyway, you're okay, is all I'm saying. It's just not that common, but it can happen. It happens. It's okay. You're okay. Whenever you're ready, okay." Dennis sat up. He looked at the urologist. The urologist was extremely sweaty. Dennis said, "I'm okay. Oozing? Is oozing okay?" The urologist said, "Oh, yeah, it was just a lot. More than, but no, you're okay," and laughed uncomfortably. Okay, and now I'll read an excerpt of my contribution to Post Pop issue number 4. My brother, sorry, my shirt is a little damp right now. My brother obsessed about becoming a wizard. It was this obsession that, to his surprise, maybe too easily, in fact, when one considers it, makes it possible to harness and bend the universe around oneself. For example, to create and weave magic, to become a wizard. So I was trying to remember if I saw anything
So I was
weird
trying to
after you
remember if I
called.
saw anything
So
weird.
we hosted this dinner club last night, so I had to do a whole lot of dishes, like I said. And I was pretty damp and distracted. It is here only to imprison me. It is here I only have the one brother, so like I only have the one brother, so like so that was all I could really think about.
And it's more than damp. I'm telling you, it's horrible. Just
Soaked. Well, I mean, it's not really. I'm not really into politics. I'm not crazy. He cannot tell his own passions apart from his own magic. I don't remember much about the restaurant.
or that time in my life, to be honest, or that time in my life. To be honest, they should curse me. They should
Well,
curse me.
there's water on the fucking.
Well,
Look, there's water on the
can wear
fucking
an
apron. Look, those
you can
always
wear
get
an
soaked
apron.
really quickly, so that my shirt would get wet too, no matter what. My destruction thus is nearly upon me, and you can feel that, right? Too, like something that there.
I'm not making any of this up. I think
It's because it's a feeling that's always changing.
because it's a feeling that's always
changing.
something because I just never got used to it.
Because the idiot townfolk and the weak kings and damaged knights are nothing to him, my brother, the wizard. Because that would be no, I just mean like it's a shame.
Obviously.
I mean it's a
What
shame.
happened?
I'm sorry.
Obviously.
My shirt is just so fucking wet right now. Thank you.
That was amazing.